At this time, I would like to demonstrate 3 devices used in my rehabilitation. First of all, my jazz, a device used for treatment to work on the range motion since my right hand could not turn palm up after removal of my cast and was at a minus 20-degree angle. Chantal, my physiotherapist at the hospital, ordered this device for me. I started using this jazz only about 4 to 5 months after therapy started, as I would never have been able to try this at the beginning of therapy because of the pain. I will demonstrate how this jazz works. At first, I had to do this 3 times a day for 30 minutes for a few months. My wrist could not turn on its own, and the importance of doing this was to work the wrist and the arm together. If I felt any jabbing pain, I had to loosen the tension. So I would turn this. Then as time went by and my wrist was improving, I went to 45 minutes twice a day for a few months, and then 60 minutes once a day. I will never be able to turn my wrist completely, but this is due to the bone that restricts me and not from CRPS. This bone was shortened by a few millimeters due to my fall, and this is what restricts me from doing a complete palm up. Secondly, I also had to work with elastics to improve the mobility and the flexibility of each finger, especially my 3rd and 4th fingers, due to the intrinsic tightness. At first, I had to work with a flexing glove, which I don't have because I discarded it when I was discharged from therapy since I did not want to see it again. So this glove had elasticized strings through a hole in each of my 4 fingers. I would stretch the elastic one by one, and it would stick to a Velcro, and that would help with the flexibility of my fingers. When I got better, I worked with these elastics. I had to put each elastic on my fingers this way and leave them for as long as I could. In the beginning, 2 minutes was long enough. And every time it improved and I could do it better, Chantal, the physiotherapist, would sew this tighter so that my finger would be forced down, and I could leave it longer. This was repeated quite a few times until my fingers were very flexible. Then for the 3rd device, I had this splint for my wrist to sleep at night. It was made by Julie, that works with Chantal. At first, my wrist was always down like this. Without this splint, my wrist would have remained in this position all the time during my sleep. So the splint was personally made to fit my needs. It has started actually straight up this way. This part here was straight, and then as time went by, she was able to put it back so that my wrist was completely normal, sitting in a normal position. Here's a list of other devices used during my rehabilitation.